Hello everyone, Silent here, and welcome back to another episode of Bugrock of the Week. Today we're going to be checking out the newest 1.16 Nether update for the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. This, of course, is the long-awaited update that we've all been wanting. However, it does bring with it some very strange, weird, and interesting bugs that you may not have noticed thus far. Quite a few things are kind of wonky and broken in the Nether update, so we're going to be trying to cover all the most important broken bits in today's video. I'd like to take the opportunity right at the beginning of this video to thank everyone who has worked on the Nether update, especially those who have worked on the bug fixes. The Nether update brings over 300 bug fixes to the Bedrock edition, and over 180 of those are community reported on the bug tracker. So as you can see, the developers are clearly taking a massive stance against the bugs. They hear us, they are fixing many things, and over half of the changelog is purely bug fixes for gameplay, blocks, mobs, entities, pretty much you name it. It has gotten a fix in the Nether update, and that is amazing to see. It is seriously so cool. I gotta keep talking, that way we can just keep on scrolling through the changelog. Like, it just keeps going, and going, and going. I'm running out of things to say. I ran out of things to say a minute ago, and it's still going. I think you get the point. There's a lot of bug fixes in the Nether update, and there is surprisingly few actually serious issues in the Nether update, and it's really good to see. Also, keep in mind that Bedrock Edition 1.16.1 has already been released, and that has also fixed a couple important bugs, but we won't be mentioning any of that because all of those bugs were already fixed, and there's no reason to talk about them ever again. But netherite did burn in lava, and that's kind of like really funny. Okay, let's start off with something extremely lighthearted, shall we? So baby zombies have a little bit of a bug when it comes to wearing different mob heads in the game, and this is actually incredibly funny. So if we throw down just a few heads in here, you'll see that these guys are starting to pick these up. And it's automatically already great. Look at this. It's so big. Oh, it's great. Look at that. I love it so much. Then we got the dragon head over here as well. I gave all these guys slowness like 100, by the way. That way they don't move around, because these guys like to move around a lot. But now we can actually see what they look like wearing these heads. That is ridiculous. That is probably bigger than like the actual dragon's head. We got Steve over here. We got a zombie creeper. He's looking just adorable. These guys are ready for some trick-or-treating, I swear. Where'd the actual zombie though go? There he is. So yeah, look at that. You can tell this is the smart zombie out of the bunch. The wither skeleton is over here as well. They're so cute. I love them so much. And here we go. I got all of my zombies in a row. You can see we got skeleton, wither skeleton, zombie, the ender dragon, the creeper, and then of course the Steve as well. They got their little snack bags with the rotten flesh. They are so adorable. I love everything about these guys. And I kinda hope that this doesn't get changed, because just look how beautiful that is. You can have a life-size ender dragon in your Minecraft house, and all you need to do is get a little baby zombie to wear it. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. Oh my god, he's actually in here. It's just like he's wearing a giant costume. This is totally Halloween ready. You might find this next one kind of convenient. However, soul speed can actually be acquired in dozens of different ways currently on the Bedrock edition. You should only be able to acquire soul speed via bartering with piglins, basically just throwing them a gold ingot, and then they throw you either some iron boost with soul speed on it, or legitimately just an enchanted book with either soul speed 1, 2, or 3. But right now you can get this from trading, from fishing, from a loot chest, from all the different kind of things that you would expect. And I believe that this was also a bug on the Java edition at one point. I kind of remember seeing this in one of UPVOTE's snapshot videos, and I'm surprised that they didn't catch this for Bedrock edition as well. Anyway, not a super major bug, makes it mildly more convenient to get soul speed, and maybe take advantage of it while you can. Real quick, if you are enjoying today's Nether update video and would like to see a whole lot more of them in the future, then of course consider subscribing. Subscribing is the best way to get notified of when I upload more update tutorials, or Bugrock of the Weeks, or Let's Plays from the Nether update, and just lots more Nether update content in general. So yeah, if you want to see all that stuff, being subscribed is the best way to make sure that that happens. us. A little bit of an overlook with these Zoglins. These guys are actually an undead mob, of course. I mean, just look at them. They're so cute, but also very much undead. But they can actually be harmed by harming potions on Bedrock Edition, which does actually break the potential of using these guys in a witch farm, which you can do on the Java Edition. So a slight little overlook, not too big of a deal, but just a small detail that got missed in the Nether update. Now, this is a bug that I'm actually very sad about, as I've been looking forward to this feature for years and was hoping that they would finally add it to the game. The Nether update is when they finally added it, but it doesn't work at all on Bedrock Edition because of course it doesn't. So as you can see, lava is supposed to actually push mobs and entities that are inside of it, but as you can see, the blazes are not getting pushed at all. You can test this with other mobs too if you'd like, any of the Nether mobs, and none of them get pushed by lava. Very, very sad and very disappointing. This would open up the possibilities for so many different types of farms, to just add different options and different possibilities, and also make a very simple, cheap, and pretty effective blaze farm possible as well. This next one might seem very minor, however, it does actually have some pretty big impacts on quite a few different technical contraptions, and pretty much completely changes pressure plates of all different varieties. So basically, pressure plates actually have a collision box now. So what you see there, that is actually like a block that you can get stuck on or step on or interact with, whereas before it was kind of like an item frame. You could just like walk straight through it and it would never impact you or stop you or make you run into it, for example. So if we step on top of this, you'll notice that we go up ever so slightly, just like literally by 1 pixel. You can kind of see it there. Might be hard to see on YouTube or on mobile, but you can see it in this demonstration. We can't walk underneath this trapdoor anymore. If we remove the pressure plate, bam, we can walk underneath it. But yeah, it completely stops us. And also you can see that we can completely run into the pressure plates over here as well. So they definitely have a collision box now. I do not believe that this is intentional. I did not see anything about this in the change logs, and typically they put all of the changes in there. Have you seen how long the Nether update change log is? They were pretty thorough. So I think that this is definitely a bug, and I'm not really a fan of it. Also, if you put like a pressure plate on top of some scaffolding, that'll prevent you going up through the bottom, of course. So quite a big change to pressure plates. This also prevents you being able to use these things in water streams, which has broken a lot of different things. Of course, you can now just replace the pressure plates with like a button or a sign, but that's not really the point. So we're just gonna go for a little stroll right here, and can you notice the bug? It's very strange. Also, that's a nice thing. Anyway, our hand is view bobbing. We're not holding any items, view bobbing is off, and our hand is moving all around, having a party without us. But if we pick up something, then the hand goes back to stationary. It's very strange. The bugs of view bobbing are very odd on Bedrock Edition. Let's go ahead and turn on view bobbing real quick, and you'll see that if we're holding an item, that is now moving around actually quite a bit. And of course, when we're not holding an item, the hand is also moving. Back to the overworld for just a moment. There appears to be a strange bug with conduits where they do not attack any hostile mobs. Now, I believe these things have a range of about 8 blocks for attacking hostile mobs that are around them, and this is a very niche feature, not particularly useful or practical, but it does come up in use sometimes. That appears to be broken in the 1.16 update because none of these guys are getting zapped, none of them are getting damaged, and all of it is very sad. Whenever you look at a piglin on a mobile device, a little prompt will pop up for an interact option. However, that button doesn't actually do anything as you cannot interact with a piglin. There is a minor bug when it comes to the locate command and ruined portals. So we can hit that command right there, and as you can see in the upper left, it says the nearest %feature.ruined portal is at block XYZ. So that is just a small oversight when it comes to the actual text of that command output. This next one has to do with striders and is a little bit hard to explain, but as you can see, this strider only has half a heart. Now, occasionally, under some rare circumstances, I'm not entirely sure how to reproduce it, this strider can lose all of its hearts, so it would go down to like just 1 or 2 maximum hearts, and it would never be able to heal up to the 7 that it should have. So this would be like the player, instead of having 10 hearts normally, only having like 3 hearts, and you never being able to have more health than that. It's a very strange thing. Again, I'm not sure how to reproduce it. I've only seen it once in survival on Truly Bedrock, but it's a bug that exists, and my poor striders deserve more health than that. To be clear, it isn't just like they lost health and they need to regenerate it. It's like the actual physical hearts themselves disappear, and it literally displays less hearts than it had before. So if your strider had 7 hearts before you damaged it, it might only have 2 hearts physically shown after this bug happens. So literal hearts disappear. Again, it's hard to describe because you think I'm just talking about damage, but no, the actual hearts are like disappearing. And that's all I got for today's episode of Bugrock of the Week. I haven't been around much since the Nether updated start. There's been a lot of stuff going on IRL for me, so I don't have like a massive list of bugs for the Nether update, which is kind of surprising. If you have found any bugs at all and you'd like to share them with me and possibly have them included in a future Bugrock of the Week episode, then of course leave them in the comment section down below. Make sure to start your comment with the word bug, that way I know it's a bug. And if you have like the MCPE number of the bug report, that would be insanely helpful. That way I can actually like track it to the bug tracker, and that would save me a lot of time. But that's completely up to you if you have any bugs that you'd like to share. Otherwise, thank you everyone who has sent me bugs thus far. It is incredibly helpful for getting these bugs known and hopefully fixed in future updates as well. And hopefully these bugs serve you well in your world if you feel like taking advantage of them. If you did enjoy today's video, then of course make sure to leave a like, as it significantly helps out the video and the channel a ton. If you are new here and you would like to see more videos like this in the future, then of course make sure to subscribe. And otherwise, I will see you all down in the comment section and in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. And then there was silence.